trying to address issues that didn't always center them. So just the slightest shift can cause some white men to completely disengage, not only disengage, but really hinder and try to harm the systems that before they felt like they were a part of.
How do we change that in the corporate environment where we can say, you know what, the pattern of practice here has been looking at running this company through one particular lens?
Yeah, I think part of it first starts with being really honest and figuring out where you stand. I speak to corporations and schools and government entities all over the country. And when I ask them, how are you doing as far as race and gender? What I get are some very vague feelings, right? I think we're doing okay. Maybe some people are upset. But what we don't have is, have you surveyed your employees to see your employees of color, your female employees, to ask what they would need to feel successful and supported? Have you taken analysis of the issues you've already documented and had as far as race and gender in your workplace? Do you know where people are likely to slip up? Because we have to stop assuming everything's fine unless the problems rise to the level that you are being made aware of it. You have to instead assume, because the data shows that these things are happening. And so then you build systemic solutions to prevent it from happening, and so that people can get used to a different way of doing things. It's not just, let's sit down and convince people we have to do it differently. It's, let's make policies that account for the fact that people are less likely to be supported when we have a woman at the head of the company. So what does it look like then to tie someone's level of performance, to how much they continue to engage, to how they support, to how they reach out and mentor and work with other people of different races and genders. You have to, account for what's already happening, that the data shows is already happening, instead of just assuming everything's fine until it gets to the point that it rises to HR or somebody's fired.
Are there inherent